Hi my babies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra and happy Monday. It's Manifestation Monday, which if you're new, every week on my channel, I like to share with you guys law of attraction success stories to get everybody on the right frequency, the right vibration for the rest of the week. Okay, so I'm over here drinking my parsley tea. If you're wondering why I'm drinking parsley tea, go to my new Instagram, my new health Instagram, Euphoric Plant Based. I'll tag it below so you can check out all the benefits of drinking parsley tea. I feel amazing. I truly feel like it's helping me lose weight. I personally don't mind how it tastes at all. I kind of like it. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and join the family, join the herd, join the baby elephant community. Everybody here is so amazing. You can test that out for yourself. Just hit the comments, introduce yourself if you're new, and see how many nice people respond to you and how many friends you can make here. I love this community so much because we're all so open to creating these relationships and these friendships. Before I share this week's stories, I just have a few fun stories for you guys. I did want to give you a heads up that I uploaded a podcast on soulmates, on how to recognize them, different types of soulmates, and signs and synchronicities regarding soulmates. So to access that, you just have to be a member on my Patreon. It's $2 a month to get access to all my podcasts. There's at least 10 or 11 or 12 of them up there now. And just $2 a month gets you access to all of them. And let's get into this week's success stories. I want to start with this one. Okay, so I've been wanting this one crystal that I can't remember the name of. I still can't remember the name of until now. I should have probably done the research beforehand, but I'm sure one of you guys will tell me. I've been wanting it for a very long time. But every time I would go to any crystal shop that had it, they are extremely expensive for some reason for a crystal. The other week I was with my friend Jenna at this one psychic shop, which was really cool, and they had this crystal over there, and I was looking at it. I was like, wow, I really want that. It's so pretty. I went to the farmer's market last Saturday with my cousin. There was this beautiful lady over there, and I don't know if it was her daughter or younger sister, and they had this crystal shop. It was called Backyard Magic, I think, and they had sage over there, different crystals, a bunch of really beautiful cool stuff. I want to start a conversation with this woman just to let her know, you know, I'm a YouTuber and my community is always looking for a place to buy crystals. I wasn't looking to receive anything from her. I wasn't looking for anything. I just wanted to find out if she sells online or if she can give you guys some sort of discount, something like that. So I just approached her and I was like, this is beautiful. I really love your shop and you're beautiful, blah blah, you know, being me. And I was like, this is really awkward. I never know how to bring this up, but I'm a YouTuber and my subscribers really love crystals and they're always looking for a place to find them. Before I even had a chance to continue to tell her, you know, to ask questions about, she just said, I want to make you a gift box. And it was so kind and so out of nowhere, and I thought it was so sweet. I didn't even know what to say. She makes me the box and I didn't see anything that she put in it, and I go home to open it. There's this sage with rose there, and this is some type of wood that smells so familiar, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. This beautiful shell, look how stunning that is. And last but not least, the crystal that I've been wanting for so long. Please, I know there are people out there who remember what this is called. Let me know. It's not selenite, right? I'm not sure, but I think it's so beautiful. I received this stone that I just said, like, I would really like to have that in my head, and just had such good feelings towards it. And I got it as a gift from Backyard Magic. I'm gonna link them below. She didn't ask me to do any of that, but I'm going to, because you guys are always asking me where to find crystals, and I believe that she sells them online as well. I buy my crystals from a local shop down the street, but they don't sell online, so otherwise I would tell you guys about them. On to the next manifestation success stories. These are all going to be my stories and my family member stories, so we're keeping it in the family this week. If you're an avid watcher of Manifestation Monday, you've probably seen the video where I told you guys about my cousin who was going through really hard financial struggles. She had a lot of loans she needed to pay, she had debt that she needed to pay off, and she just had a really unhealthy relationship with money. She hated her job, just everything was not going well for her financially. And back then, I taught her how to do a gratitude journal and an abundance log. She wasn't really open to law of attraction at first. Now she's completely open to it, but I begged her to, just for one weekend, follow my instructions on using the abundance log. If you saw the video, you know that she followed my instructions step by step, and by the end of the weekend, money had shown up into her account out of nowhere. Now, mind you, it was only $20, so not a big deal, but still for her to find money in her account coming out of nowhere, that was crazy for her. That really cemented her belief in the universe. Now, I have to give you guys an update on my cousin. Fast forward a few weeks later, my cousin now has a job that she is great at a place that I'll use her, and she's making more money than she ever has before. She's also suddenly picking up odds and ends jobs. Like, her friend paid her for a few hours $150 to just drive her around. And one day, since she started doing the abundance log, her mom came to her with a very decent sized check for some payment for, I think, some sort of investment that she had done a few years back, had finally paid off some sort of dividend or something like that. Suddenly, she's receiving money from everywhere, and you see the confidence that she feels now. She's a different person from when she was making minimum wage, hating her job, and in horrible debt. She knows now that her life is in her own hands. She controls her finances. She controls her life. She's the creator of her own reality. And she was a little experiment for me, because for me, the abundance log has proven to work over and over again. It's an instant manifestation tool, 100%. For me, it's instant. But to experiment with another person, somebody who was very closed off to the law of attraction and very closed off, had a very bad relationship with money, to see how she goes from that to where she is now, was all the proof I needed that the abundance log is one of the most powerful techniques for manifesting ever. Her relationship with money and the ease of getting money had changed after that weekend completely. After years of not knowing what to do to make money, or not knowing what to do with her life, suddenly the answers came to her. She didn't have to search them out. The opportunities came to her. So last Saturday's video was about journaling, and I talked about the abundance log, and the reason why I finally did that is because of my cousin's success and my success with this technique. I really wanted to share that with you guys. If you haven't seen that already, click up here or in the description below. So the second story is mine, and it's just a reinforcement of the abundance log technique and of my cousin's story. Towards the end of January, early February, I slipped up a little bit and I started getting anxious about revenue. And that's because I put some money into a new project and I wasn't seeing anything moving, so I got a little bit stressed out, which is not what you're supposed to do in any situation. What does stress do for you? Nothing. Just creates a sickness and disease. As always, it's instant with me. My YouTube revenue not only went down, but it was cut by 2/3. So that added to the stress, and I started getting anxious and antsy, which is completely against what I tell you guys to do. Of course, within a week or so of beating myself up for this money situation, I snapped out of it. I picked the abundance log back up. I wrote down everything I was grateful for, and then I started keeping the abundance log, and within a couple days, my situation had turned around completely. Suddenly, my revenue was going up and up and up. Companies that I actually believe in started to reach out to me and ask me to collab with them. Companies I actually wanted to work with. A family member gave me a belated birthday gift of cash, and I received a very decent sized check as well. The second I picked up my abundance log, just everything started working for me again, and that was really cool. That's another abundance log success story. The third one is also mine, and it's just an affirmation and vibration raising story, how that worked out for me. So as my revenue went down, when I told you it was going down, I suddenly became aware of how slowly the channel began to grow. And I started to become very stressed out about it, and I didn't know where this stress came from until I realized that I had recently been watching a lot of YouTube drama shows. A lot of them talk about dead channels, and they're like, this channel's dead, this channel's dead, this channel's irrelevant. And I started to think to myself, oh my god, channels can die. And that depressed me, because this is my passion. You guys know how much I love you, you're my life. And if I didn't have this, that would honestly be horrible. So I started to focus on my channel dying. And in front of my eyes, there was the proof. My subscriber count was lower. Not that people were unsubscribing, but the daily amount of new subscribers was getting lower and lower and lower. And the channel growth was slowing down. So when I realized the situation I was putting myself in, I just decided, you know, it's time to raise my vibration and just repeat some affirmations, because it really can be that easy. So I went to yoga, I believe. I got myself one of my favorite smoothies. I ate a big colorful salad, and I spent some time with my family that night, and I felt so good. So at that point, I knew it was okay to pick up a new mantra, a new affirmation. So I started to say to myself, it is easy for people to discover my channel. It is easy for me to get people interested in what I have to say. It is easy for me to get new viewers on older videos. I kid you not, within 48 hours, by that Sunday, this was a Friday, by that Sunday, the number of subscribers that I usually get in one day or overnight multiplied by 5. That's not crazy enough for you? Look through the comments and there's hundreds of new comments on older videos. I got exactly what I asked for. New eyes on older videos. That was immediate. That was just incredible. And all it took was raising my vibration, repeating a couple of affirmations, and then completely letting go, trusting the universe, knowing that it's going to come to me. The last story is a story of my other cousin who actually lives in Israel. He's older than me. He was a computer programmer for 10 years, but a year ago, I would say, decided that he was bored with his job and bored with his life, and it's not what he wanted to do anymore. It's not what he loved to do anymore. 6 months ago, he quit his job and became a freelancer. He kept telling himself that he wants to make money doing something that he loves to do, but he had no idea where to go. He had no direction. He didn't know what to do, so he was freelancing at the time. About 3 years ago, my cousin got into the virtual reality online game. I think it's called Second Life. So he realized that he wanted to get a job that has something to do with Second Life. He had no idea how it was going to happen, but he didn't focus on how it's going to happen. He has a very strong belief, which is news to me. I didn't know that he was into law of attraction. He has a very strong belief that anything that he wants will eventually come to him. And that's the belief you need to have as a creator in order to use your abilities to their full potential. He believed that whatever he asked for will eventually come, and he just made it his mantra, I'm going to make money doing something that I love. Now, a few months ago, he was hired as a senior developer by a local company that works with open simulators, which is the same engine that powers Second Life. So he manifested a job that has to do with Second Life, with something that he loves, and it's a job that he really likes. I asked him to go into details about how he manifested this, and he said he made it his mantra. He said, when I felt lost and wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing, I just reminded myself that this is what I want. I wasn't sure how I'll get it, but I wanted it and knew I would get it. Following his dream definitely paid off. As soon as he started and got into work, he was told that they like him for the development manager position. So this is a very lucrative choice for him, and he is really happy. In conclusion, I told you the story about how my cousin and I kept an abundance log and saw instant manifestations by putting ourselves into a state of abundance, prosperity, and gratitude. I demonstrated to you the power of raising your vibration, of affirmations, and of letting go. And with my other cousin's story, we saw the power of belief and faith, and just blind faith. I want to remind you that you only fail when you give up, if you give up. That's it for this week's Manifestation Monday, you guys. I hope you enjoyed these stories. It was fun to make this. I like this little corner for Manifestation Monday. What do you think? As always, hit the comments and tell me something good. What fun, amazing, cool thing happened to you in the past week? Did you manifest something successfully? Did you meet somebody new? Did you make friends? Did you get a new job? Did you get into a school? What happened? Tell us all your story. I'd love to hear that. If you want some love-related success stories, make sure to check out last week's or 2 weeks ago Valentine's Day version of Manifestation Monday. Those were some really cool love-related stories, and all the comments also have a ton of really sweet love stories in them. So definitely check that out. And remember that if you're new, introduce yourself in the comments and see how many friends you make. We are so welcoming here, and you are so welcomed here. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. Until my next video, keep your vibrations way, way, way up.